Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Civilization 7. If you are a longtime viewer of the channel, you will know it's been quite some time since I last uploaded a video. It's actually been about 4 months, I think, since I last uploaded a video back in July. Life has just been very difficult. I don't want to go into too much detail. Everybody's got difficult lives, that, you know, for stuff like that. But it's been very difficult for me, and I just haven't wanted to play video games. I haven't wanted to play, you know, do videos and stuff like that, especially if I couldn't commit to trying to really stick to it. But I'm back here. I'm hoping I can stick to this. I believe I can. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We are going to be playing, of course, Civilization 7, as you guys can see. And a lot has changed in Civ 7 since the last time I played. There have been so many patches, so many updates, so many changes to try to improve the game. Because as you guys know, Civ 7, when it first launched, not the greatest game, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Definitely not compared to Civ 6 or even Civ 5 or honestly, any of those Civs. A lot of people not happy with some decisions they made. They've done some efforts to try to improve that, make it a little bit better. I still think there's a few things that I'm not super happy about, but maybe it's still a fun game. Maybe we can find a way to still have fun with the game, and we're going to try. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm just going to start at the very beginning. We're just going to start with Ada Lovelace here. And as you can see, I've played her a little bit just to kind of practice and try it out a little bit, but I haven't actually played a full game with her. So we're going to try her out, see what we can do with her. She's very, you know, balanced on science and culture, which is great. I love the extra science and a little bit of extra culture as well. So kind of fits into my personal vibe, if you will. We're going to get some mementos here. I don't have a lot of mementos unlocked, as you can see, so we'll grab what we can. I think something like, let's see, scientific point. If we're going to go kind of heavy science with her, that would probably make a lot of sense. Start with 1 extra social policy slot. That sounds valuable. That actually might be... food is also very good as well. I don't know. I think we'll take the extra policy slot. Although that might not really help us early on, because we're not going to have a lot of policy cards. Oh, wait a minute. Can we lock you in? And then there we go. We'll grab that. So policy slot and the science attribute point. We're going to play that. See where that gets us. There might be some way to min-max this, but honestly, I really have not played this game much. Like I said, I haven't really felt like playing video games at all, and I've kind of stayed away from Civ 7 because I just didn't really like the state it was in when it first launched. But so there's a lot that I'm not familiar with, and I'm sure there's some min-maxing things that I'm just don't understand yet. But it's okay. We're gonna learn together, or at least I'm gonna learn, and you guys get to watch. Of course, we're gonna start with the Antiquity Age, and we can choose a civilization. Now, we can be random. We can choose any civilization here, which is interesting. I do think I want to stick with one of the ones that might tie a little bit closer to her. So, influence on the palace, oracle, gets us the hoplite. Could be useful. I do like the idea of Rome as well, though. Culture on districts. Get us a little extra culture. They both give us a early, you know, kind of... They're similar unique units, right? These hoplites and the... legions. I think we're gonna go with Rome. We're gonna start with Rome, see where that gets us. Play that into the culture side of things. I'm not really familiar with the Colosseum. I'm surprised at the fact that we get a little extra boost here. It feels like it should tell us what it is, but that's okay. And we do get the Legatus, which gives us a ability to create towns if we can get our army commander leveled up a bit. So it does incentivize us to get us an army commander out early, try to get it a level up, save us a settler, something like that. Of course, the Legion, +1 combat strength for every tradition in the government. That could be useful. We do have the Forum, which is our unique quarter here, which gives us extra culture for every tradition in the government. So again, traditions in the government, good thing. It's going to help us get culture from this as well. And then, of course, gold influence from the Basilica, and happiness and culture adjacency from the Temple of Jupiter. So we'll see where that gets us. I'm actually going to play... Normally, I play this game on Civ 6 on deity difficulty. I'm actually going to back it up a couple notches here because, you know, it's been so long since I've been into this game. I want to just give us a chance to at least win, and we'll see where it gets us. So we're going to back it up a couple notches. That might be too much. I might be able to do Immortal, but I'd like to just get through a game. If we can get through a Sovereign game and it's super easy, cool, no big deal. We'll turn back around, and we'll probably jump right back into the game on Immortal after that. Game speed standard sounds good. Continents and islands, sure. Map size, I do want to go with a standard map size though. And now, this is one of the new things that they added in since the launch of the game, and since I really last played seriously. And that is this ability to change how we do the age transition. Regroup is, I believe, the original. Yeah, the original age 7, if you see the last sentence of this. That's originally what they had. And everything just really changed drastically. The new default is continuity, where you retain most of your empire, your units, alliances with other leaders. I actually like the fact that they made this the default. I would much prefer that for sure. We could go into some advanced options if we wanted to. I think, without really knowing much about the state of the game at the moment, I'm going to avoid changing in the advanced options at the moment. So we'll just jump right into the game here. Hey, 5 minutes, 30 seconds in. We're actually finally getting into the game. It's all right. I had to explain some things about the state of, kind of the state of the channel to some degree. But I'm sure if you're brand new to the channel, you don't care about the state of the channel because you weren't here for the gap in videos. But so please forgive the extended intro here as we're waiting for the game to load. There we go. Ada Lovelace. So again, cultural and scientific. I personally prefer, when I play civ games, to lean very heavy science. So that'll be fun. We'll play around with that. Anything here I care about? Roman Empire. I've already kind of talked through a lot of this. We do have some unique, obviously, traditions here. And then there's the equip mementos. So
Rome, a name synonymous with power. Legend has it that the first Romans were raised by wolves. Seeing the
all right. I appreciate the intro talk there, but we're just going to go ahead and jump right in here. Let's go ahead and put out our attribute. Again, we got the scientific one. It might have been good to get like a couple attributes, but I'm happy with just grabbing the first one here. Honestly, an expansionist one might have been good. Even a culture one, you know, because playing into the culture side of our lives here might have also been a reasonable option there. But we'll go with this. Now, any reason to move? I mean, we are right next to a river right from the get-go. I mean, we're not much. There's not many river tiles at the moment. But we do have another river over here with some rubies, gold from that. Technically within our range. We do have cotton relatively close, as well as horses relatively close. We got some cliffs nearby. I mean, without really knowing the game as well as I should, or as well as 6F6, I'm just going to settle in place. And then as we learn the game, we'll know that, you know, maybe I should have moved or something. So we'll go ahead and grab this settle, and that's going to be fine with me. Roma! And we're already happy. So look at that. I do have a couple mods. Not much. Just some cosmetic ones. I have Concise Specialist Lens, Enhanced Town Focus, and this Factorio Policy Yield Preview. There's just a couple that look like they might be worth something. Again, I haven't really played the game that much, so we might decide that we don't like them, or we might decide we want others, but nothing that's game-changing, just cosmetic and kind of information assisting, if you will. So, what are we going to do here? We're going to choose our production course, and we do get one turn to build something. I mean, an early scout would be great, just to get out there and start fighting stuff. I think we'll grab the early scout here. There might be an argument to say early warrior, and if we were playing on deity, we might go warrior just to protect ourselves a bit. But I think early scout on a slightly lower difficulty is fine. Let's go ahead and get into the tech tree. I don't think we want sailing early on, just because, I mean, we do have a river, but it's not really going to be our primary thing. Getting over to get our legions early would be nice, as well as, is the commander here, or is he in the culture tree? He must be in the culture tree, because we obviously want to get that early commander so that we can get him leveled up to get a free town from him. Getting the slingers could help us with some defensiveness early on. That is an option. Plus, animal husbandry presumably will help us with the, if we settle a pasture on the horses. So let's go with that. We know horses are close, and I like that a lot. All right. We got the granary. I think, honestly, just getting an early warrior before we start digging into anything else would be ideal here. So we're going to try that. Scout. New thing, which is amazing. We can automate exploration on the scouts now. I mean, we might not want to, but you know what? Let's try it out. Let's see how smart this automated exploration is and see where that gets us. We do have some silk just outside of our range at the moment. Something to consider. Can grow our city. I mean, growing out to the horses would be great. Early on, I would like to get some food so we can grow a little bit faster. So maybe we go towards the cotton first, because that's going to give us food and production. The horses is a empire resource, which will help with our cavalry units, but not really going to help us grow our city. So maybe we go up through here and go towards the cotton instead. Let's see where that gets us. Interesting that did you run into a... Oh, you did. Okay, I was going to say, did he just run into the end? Yeah, he did. He just ran to the coast. Wasn't sure why he turned around there. All right, so we are able to pick up the cotton. Now, it's not going to be improved yet. I'm sorry, no, it would be improved because we're putting the improvement down on it. Never mind. My brain for a moment was thinking, oh, we don't have plantations yet because, you know, Civ 6 brain. So no, this would presumably give us 3 food, 2 production, and 1 gold in our capital. So we'll go for that. And we'll go look at our resources. There we go. Food and production, all is well with the world. We have a production here. I mean, a second scout could be very useful early on just to see where we're at before we start getting into the granaries and things. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's just get a second scout out here. I might have you run this way just to kind of give us a little bit of vision while the scout's doing his thing. We are going to want to see where we're going to put our second city. Because even though we want to get cities with our commanders, I do not want to wait for a commander to get our second city, most likely. All right, so saw pit, we got slinger. I mean, what are we really going for with this city? We got lots of lumber spots, so going that direction might not be bad. Get our food from, you know, a little town or something like that elsewhere, so this could be, you know, heavy production, which is probably the smart thing to do, right? Make your cities heavy production, and bring the food in from the town. That's kind of one of the benefits of having towns, right? Something to get used to, which I'm just not used to. I'm not going to lie. The town mechanics and how to balance those is something I really still need to get used to. Then hopefully just time in game will help with that. And I do really want to go. You know what? I'm just gonna beeline bronze work, and we're just gonna push towards it. Now, of course, we do have a thing where if we get the masteries, let's see, what is it? What is your thing again? I just gotta remember our. Where is that under? There. We get +2 science per age when you complete a civic mastery. That's right. And then we get culture equal to the total science per turn, to our total science per turn when we complete a technology mastery. So we want to build up our science before we really start to get in some of the technology masteries if possible to maximize how much culture we get. On the flip side though, getting civics masteries will help boost up that science. So get civics masteries early, get technology masteries late is probably kind of the direction we're going to go here. Now, although that being said, the technology masteries are also where we get the codexes, which can give us more science. So it's a little bit of a balance there, but I think we'll try to take the masteries for the science a little bit late and see kind of how that works. Let's come over here to the wood and just get a little bit of vision on this side of things. We got a big old giant mountain here next to us. Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, it's land. I don't know what I feel about it yet. There's a luxurious encampment. Hopefully, are you going to go over there on your own? Hopefully you do. Hopefully you're smart enough to go there on your own. I'm going to probably come down here, circle back around, and just look back to the city. I just want to get a little bit of vision, but I don't want to get too far away if possible. Command units. Okay, please come over here. Oh, hello. Spice Harvester has been venturing deep into the forest to harvest wild cloves in secret. These dry buds fetch more than their weight in silver, so as long as no one else finds the grove. So we can get a bunch of food, 30 food, or we can get 75 gold. 75 gold is like 11. No, more than that. What is that? 12 and a half turns of gold from our current rate. Whereas I think we're making 10 food per turn, aren't we? Yeah, so it's only 3 turns of food. I mean, food is great, but I think we'll take the early gold. Although if I'm going to take early gold, I'm going to definitely want to see what kind of thing I'd like to purchase early. I mean, an early slinger, I mean, if we need it. But right now, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to hold on to the money and maybe buy something that's a little more productive focused. But we at least have it if we need to buy the slinger, you know, for any reason. For example, because devoting, how you say that? Devotorum. I couldn't see the R. Devotorum. Who knows how aggro they're going to be against us. Actually, what we like to do, how much do we need to, we need 170. So 7 more turns, we can start befriending them. Do we want to befriend them? I mean, they're military. Do we care about a military? Maybe we just want to go stomp on them, actually. Because I don't know if a military one really is playing into our strategies of either going science or culture overall. All right, so civics here. I do like the idea of going into the Roman ones to try to get those somewhat early. But I also like the idea of getting our Legatus early as well. So let's start with discipline. Get that out there. Start getting it leveled up. And then we'll at least be able to do something with that as far as founding a city and things like that. Again, I prefer going science focused typically early on. So we're going to go for that right now. And there's our social policy. So we can grab both of these because of our extra freebie one, which is nice. And then Voice of Power. A newly elected governor has earned the people's favor. With her impassioned speeches, she seems adept at riling up the people. +1 warrior or +1 scout. We'll take a warrior. We've got 2 scouts. 2 warriors should be able to go up here and deal with this. Especially once I start getting you moved back here. You actually didn't take any damage there. I'm surprised by that. Move you away here. Furs, or hides, I should say. What is that? Limestone. Ooh, production towards all wonders. That's actually really useful. I know there's several resources that give you production towards, you know, like specific types of wonders. You know, one's built, I think, on flat ground or things like that. This is for all wonders. That is actually very useful. I don't know how many wonders we're going to get, but definitely something to consider if we can get that into our system pretty soon. All right. I mean, I still like the idea of playing early food, although starting to get some of the lumber up would not be not a bad idea. If we can get over here, that's 4 gold. I think we're going to push towards the rubies. And then once we get the rubies, I think at that point we might fall back and start kind of building up our production stuff. So we'll go ahead and grab you. A little bit more food, grow a little bit quicker. I mean, if we're going to go towards this thing up here, let's go ahead and just grab us a slinger real quick as well. And that should be enough military for quite some time, especially on the difficulty level we're playing on.
In the calm darkness
oh, hello.
of endless nights,
an early wonder here.
day, the snows descend upon that mountain. None beholds them there.
Very nice. What does the wonder do? +1 food and production on tundra terrain in this settlement. Okay, improve here. Get expedition base. And then what is this? Just a cave. Okay, so we can run over there and hopefully explore that cave here in a moment. All right, warrior, go ahead and move you up. I mean, we definitely want reinforcements, but for right now, I think you're going to be fine. Scouts, you can start exploring as well. Hopefully you go out this direction. You're going to come back, try and meet up with that other warrior. It'd be nice to get our commander before we get out there and beat this thing up. Do I want to wait for that? No, it's 10 turns away. We don't want to wait for that. Kind of want to just deal with this, get it out of the way. There will be more chances to farm XP, I'm sure of it. All right, Pack of Wolves has been driven from their home by human expansion. They have begun threatening travelers, frustrating the nearby village of Devotorum's helpless officials. I mean, it's interesting, but I think we're about to just go beat up on Devotorum, so I'm okay with the wolves attacking them. Thin out the herd a little bit. All right, that sounds bad. You can go back to exploration, please. Volcano there. I'm going to turn on our slinger. All right, that's enough of that for now. A saw pit could be useful. I mean, we don't have the lumber to go with it right this second, but it would be something we get eventually. I mean, a granary is also always very welcome, right? Farms, pastures, plantations get extra food. We give us +4 food right now, whereas the saw pit would basically do nothing right now because it does not have the, we don't have the lumber yet. So maybe saw pit after we actually get the rubies and then start doing the lumber. So maybe the granary is the better idea. Should we just put it in the middle of the city or should we just put it offset? That's a really good question. I could put it over here and push that out further, but I mean, is granary ageless? I can't remember. Yes, it is. Okay. I mean, does it matter to put it in the middle? There's probably a reason not to put it in the middle. I'm just going to put it in the middle for right now. I'm sure there's plenty of reasons that that's a bad idea, but without knowing much more than that, we'll go with that. All right. We might want to duck you into the woods here, make you a little more defensive until reinforcements show back up. There's our slinger. Do slingers have a range of 2 in this game? They 2. So that's perfect. Obviously, I'm used to singlers in Civ 6 having a range of 1. Kind of wish we had something else to build. I guess we can build the saw pit in preparation. Any reason not to just stick it over here? I mean, I could also stick it over here to push out again rather faster, like I said before. And we're going to do down here. I mean, it's kind of a useless tile otherwise, so. Ouch. All right. Brickyards. I might back you up until help arrives. Speaking of help, I kind of don't want to put you here, though, because presumably this is a poorly defensive terrain. I mean, it doesn't actually tell us what the defensiveness of this terrain is, but I'm very much used to rivers being bad defense. So we'll cut across here and see if it kind of maybe get you up to there, get you over there. Maybe the slinger can shoot from back here. We'll see. Okay. Well, interesting. Well, at least we can shoot you now. Still not the greatest terrain, but he's low already, so I'm not super worried about that. And he's low enough that I think we can just heal you a tick here. This guy shouldn't be able to... Well, unless they swap places, he shouldn't be able to get to you. Oh, hello. What is this? A cairn. 30 culture and 10 production. That's nice. 45 science. So that's what? A little more than 3 turns of science, or a little more than 2 turns of culture and some production. I mean, we're already kind of running out of things to produce right now until we get some more technology and stuff. I think we'll take the science here. I mean, I did kind of beeline a very deep tech. Maybe not the best idea in the world, but I want to get my stuff out of there, my legions or whatever. Oh, did it attack us? I didn't even see it. Okay, we'll move you in. We'll move you up. We'll keep you healing. That's all good. We could attack with you. I think we'll hold off until we can get at least a shot on it with the slinger. How are we doing on time? We're good on time. I usually like the first episode go to about 30 minutes. Normally my episodes are 20 to 25 minutes, somewhere in that range. But first episode, just to kind of get us into the game. We'll go a little bit longer here. Honestly, there's no reason to rush this, so we'll just wait till the slinger whittles you down a little bit. Scout was attacked. Oh, we're down here. I was like, where are you at? City growth. So again, pushing out towards the rubies would be good, I think. I think we'll just take the pure food here. I'll be okay with that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can still get there. All right, do that. Get you a little bit healthier. I might just move you up here just to be an adjacency. Do we have, what am I trying to say? Whatever it's called when you have the 2 units side by side. My brain just shut off. Yeah. Supporting, whatever it's called. Anyway. In here maybe. Let me just, because my brain just does not know what I'm talking about, apparently. Not sure what it would be. It's usually, I mean, I'm used to Civ 6 where you get like civics and stuff like that to help you with things like that. Oh, it's a slinger. For some reason I thought that was a scout for a second there. That would explain why it was able to shoot me. So we'll run away. Where are you from? Because we might want to befriend you. I actually have enough to start befriending somebody. Was that Mount Vesuvius? Like, nice. Oh, well, actually it's probably named because we're Rome, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm used to sometimes the mountains being named on the map just from the get-go, and like Vesuvius being a wonder or something, but no, that makes sense that because we are Rome, we would have named the first mountain we saw Vesuvius. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move you up, because if I can bait you to attack me once, that wouldn't be the... Oh, you know what? That was bad. Because the mountain's about to explode. Probably a bad idea. I'm actually going to start speeding this up a little bit. Let's get a damage here. It'll be alright. Can we just heal for a tick or two? Hopefully that guy's not going to continue chasing us too much. Is there like a timer? Is it just active and it could interrupt any time? Okay, I was going to say, I don't think there's a timer that tells us how soon it's going to erupt. I mean, I would love to push the attack a bit more here just to finish this off quicker. I think we'll hold up. Let me just heal a tick or two here. And we'll see if we can whittle it down a little bit more with our... Oh, that was probably a bad idea because now it's got reinforcements. Alright, policies. I don't think we need the scout stuff at the moment. That does give us access to our Legatus, though, which is great. Can we... How quickly can we get one of those out while we're still knocking on this city-state, or whatever they call them in this game? I mean, pushing up to a wonder would be kind of cool. Let's go and grab mysticism just to get a pantheon, and then we might switch over to the Roman civics at that point. Alright, Legatus. Let's get you out here as quickly as possible, please. So, the thing we have that gives us... where is it? Stuff from the traditions. +1 combat strength for every tradition. Are these all of these traditions or just the Roman ones traditions? Are these called... Is that what these are, traditions, or are these policies? I guess my question is everything a tradition, or is only these over here traditions? I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know what a tradition is. I guess we could look. Tradition. Policies, traditions. Okay, traditions. The unique social policies of each civ. Okay. So yeah, so the Roman ones are considered our traditions. I thought that might be the case. So as we do more of those Roman ones, our stuff gets better. Not just all civics. Makes some sense. Alright. Not super happy the warrior's coming around here. Does mean we have to be a little bit more careful here. Okay. Ow. We'll probably kill the guy that's out in the middle of nowhere first. Although I might take a bop with you. We can chill. We don't have to speed this up. Honestly, it's probably better that we don't speed this up because we want you to get within range anyway. To be able to get some XP going. Writing. A library would be nice. Okay, move you up. Take you. Get you to hit that. It kills you. Yes, yes. Right, get you some XP right away. Hopefully you're just going to heal here. Not die. I might want to do this just to weaken you a bit. Just so you're not just hopefully going to one-shot you. Hey! Is it Himiko? Himiko, Queen of Wa, Khmer. Okay. I mean, we got enough if we do find a city-state to start winning it over to our side. So I guess we can play nice with you. I don't know if I want to go further than that, though. I thought we'd find this thing by now. Presumably you are healed up enough to move on. Find us. Oh, hello. There's a goody hut of sorts. Alright. A famous young poet composes a work about Roman history and pens a gory chapter about a necromantic witch. Named Himiko? I'm just kidding. Some say such unholy topics are outside the bounds of taste, although his peers argue such details add thrills to the narrative. We get some culture. Basically 2 turns of culture, or a bunch of happiness towards our next celebration. That's actually a really good question. How are we doing on happiness towards the next celebration? Where is that at? It's under... No, not here. I think it's under here, maybe? No. Where's that at? I know it's under here somewhere. My apologies. I don't remember where... I know I've seen it. The happiness going to the next thing. I just don't know where I saw it at. I was under like... There we go. It's under the overview of the social policies. There might be another way to get to that. We're getting 7 happiness per... Oh, did we just get it? We might have just gotten it, so... If that's the case, then... we'll just take the culture here. Drawn to her brilliance, a community of scientists and philosophers offers its services to Ada Lovelace. Have 3 slotted codices, have 2 or more brickyards, I don't know if we're going to go brickyards right away. We're going to be going lumber probably more sooner than that. So I think 3 slotted codices. Now, it does mean we'll have to take the masteries, you know, at some point, but we're eventually going to get the slotted codices. So I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, we are into the We Love the Tyrant Day, and we'll definitely take the science here. Okay. All looks good, and I guess we'll put you in just because we have an extra slot. Please don't kill me. All right. I don't really... I kind of... I think we're going to take this one. I want to hold off until I can find that other city-state. I know it's only 170, but I don't want to go too far below stuff. All right. So we can take our general. I'm actually going to move you up a spot so you cover everybody. We can also have you... Oh, wait, we ran out of movement. I was going to say, can we not focus fire? We cannot. That's all right. More XP. We're doing an attack here. I think we're just going to keep healing with you guys. And once we can get a focus fire, we might be able to do more aggressive attack here. All right, so we got some mercenaries. We get a spearman. Actually kind of interesting. Minus 100% gold for 4 turns. Huh. So for like 24... Or no, surely it's more than that. Oh, you know, let's take the spearman though. I think... I mean, it's definitely... A spearman's definitely worth more than 50 gold. But whatever it costs us here... So it's costing us 7 gold per turn for 4 turns. 28 gold. Okay, yeah. So it's a net difference of 78 gold. How much would it cost us to buy a spearman? Which we can't even buy anyway, but I was going to judge it based off of like a warrior or something, but I think the warriors are like 120 to 200. So yeah, this is well worth the bargain. We're definitely worth it. I don't know that we need you up here. We'll run you up here just in case you get there in time. And then, yeah, got some spearmans. Spearmans. Happy with that. What are you still building? The salt pit, that's right. All right, we're over 30 minutes. I think we are going to... I'm okay with the negative gold. That's not a problem. Hey, Susan, and scientific. Okay, this is one, like I said, I do want to find a way to start befriending. Now, she's in the lead right now. So we would have to add to that, I believe. Actually, no, she's behind us for some reason. I wonder why. But we could speed this up, right? I thought there was a way... Oh, add support right here. We might not need to, actually, if we're actually currently ahead of her, so that all works for me. Yeah, negative gold per turn, I'm okay with that. And we'll do the units next episode. But no, I think it's a, I don't know, decent first episode. We got a little bit of a corner here. We could definitely put, you know, 1, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 cities even. 4 more cities up in this corner. We've got some space to spread out a little bit. Maybe not the best cities in the world, but we got some space to spread out. And we'll see where that gets us. But I'm glad to be back, guys. I hope you guys are happy to have me back as well. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, thank you. If you're brand new to the channel, well, welcome. And again, hopefully I can live up to the expectations of nice, consistent, fun content. We'll see where it goes. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.